Hi students, today I am going to explain to you about heuristic based optimization. So as you all know, the purpose of optimization is basically to optimize either the performance or the time required for processing. Same case for query processing also we require optimization, and there are different methods for doing optimization, and this heuristic based optimization is basically one of those types. And this optimization mainly it will be required for complex SQL queries which require lots of join operations, and the effect of this optimization will be noticeable for tables which include lots of attributes and large number of records. Okay, so I'll be explaining this heuristic based optimization, the various steps included in that, with the help of an example. So this example I have taken from a text. So just refer the question. Select L name from employee works on project where P name is equal to Aquarius and P number is equal to PNO and ESSN is equal to SSN and birth date greater than this date. And the relational schema for the query is as follows. Okay. So kindly keep in mind that for doing heuristic based optimization, first of all you have to be thorough in writing the relational algebra expression for any query given. Only if you are writing the expression properly, then you will be doing then you will get the correct results for the heuristic based optimization. And another thing you have to know is this query tree. Actually, this is a tree type data structure for representing the relational algebra expression. We will be using this query tree for performing this optimization step by step. Okay. So first of all, see, this is the relational algebra expression for the given query. So the attribute we are selecting is the L name, so that we will be representing with the project operation pi L name, and the conditions are this. After the where portion, P name is equal to Aquarius and P number is equal to PNO and ESSN is equal to SSN and birth date. Actually these two conditions, P number is equal to PNO and ESSN is equal to SSN, these two are for joining the tables and the others are for filtering the records. So just combine all these conditions together, and finally you can write the three tables. You can just use the Cartesian product because we have not applied, we are applying it after doing the Cartesian product of these tables. So this is the relational algebra expression. From this expression only we will be starting the steps. Okay, so first we will go to the first step. Okay, so this is the first step in heuristic optimization. It is building the initial or the canonical query tree. So this is the structure of the initial query tree. For that, what you have to do is just put the pi L name, that is the attribute which you are selecting, or the final attribute which you have to get as a result. Only that will be the root node, that is pi L name. Next one will be next internal node will be the condition, the full conditions connected with the AND operation. Okay, so keep in mind the root node will be the selected attribute, and the second internal node will be the condition. Then you will have to put the join tables. Okay, so the internal nodes inside will be the relational operators. Here it will be the Cartesian product operators, and the leaf nodes will be the tables or the relations from which we are going to do the query. Okay, so this is the initial query tree. Now we will go to the second step. Actually, second step is moving select operations down the query tree. Actually, in the first step we had the full condition together as a single node. So in this second step we will be splitting the sigma condition based on each relations. Okay, so here as you have seen, this previous one we had sigma P name is equal to Aquarius. Actually the sigma P name is equal to Aquarius is related to relation project. So that sigma condition we will be bringing towards the relation project. And the next one was P number is equal to PNO. Actually this P number is equal to PNO is the joining condition for relation project and works on. So that we will be writing just before the Cartesian product connecting project and the works on. Okay. Okay, so that is written here. And the next one is ESSN is equal to SSN. So ESSN is equal to SSN is the condition for joining tables works on and employee. So that we'll be writing just before the Cartesian product for sigma, for works on an employee. Okay, and next one is birth date greater than this date. Actually this condition is related to the table employee, so that condition we'll be writing just before the relation employee. So this is the second step, just splitting of the sigma condition based on the relations and the joins. Next is step 3. Step 3 is applying the more restrictive selection operation first. Actually, as you have seen in the previous condition, here sigma p name is equal to Aquarius, and here it is sigma birth date greater than a particular date. So you have to see only these conditions related to the individual tables, not these join conditions. So from these two conditions you can see that this equal to condition will be giving a lesser number of records compared to this greater than condition. So this condition is more restrictive than this condition. So we have to interchange these two. Okay, so that is what is done in the third step. Here you can see sigma p name is equal to Aquarius is brought to the beginning and sigma birth date is brought to the end. Based on that, the related conditions will also change. So here you can see project is here. So the sigma p number is equal to PNO has come here, and this sigma ESSN is equal to ESSN has come here because employee table is here. So joining of employee and works on. So this condition has to come here, and project has come here. So P number is related to project. So this sigma condition will be shifted this side. So step 3 is basically a reordering step based on the sigma conditions, so that we get a better result. Next is step 4. Step 4 is replacing Cartesian product and select with join operation. As I have said earlier, you can see the sigma ESSN is equal to SSN combined with this Cartesian product will give you a join operation. So this is basically a join. When we apply an equijoin condition or equality condition to a Cartesian product, we will get a join operation. Same way here also, if we apply this equality condition to this Cartesian product, we will get a join. So that way we have combined and we have got these two join operations. Here it is join of ESSN is equal to SSN, and here it is join of P number is equal to PNO. Rest of the tree structure will be the same. That is step 4. Next, it is a final step, moving project operations down the query tree. So in this what we are doing is, rest of the things will be same, but after applying, just see the project table here. In this we'll first apply sigma p name is equal to Aquarius. After that, just see this path till the root node and see which all attributes in the project table will be required for further processing up to root. So here we can see only P number is required. So only P number is required here. So just take only that attribute by P number, and you can discard all the other attributes of project. Here also just see in works on which all attributes are required for further processing up to root node, and here it is we will be requiring PNO and ESSN. So just PNO, take PNO and ESSN from works on and carry forward. In this, after applying the sigma, here it is employee table, and after applying the sigma condition, just look up to the root node which all nodes will which all attributes will be required, and we need last name for displaying and SSN for condition checking. So just take those two attributes and discard the rest of the attributes. This will be the final step, and the result we get here, or this final tree is the optimized query tree. Hope the lecture is clear. Thank you.